Mr. Morrow, would you kindly do the roll call?
Thank you, Warden. Councilor Bennett?
Here.
Councilor Rose? Councilor Doncaster? Councilor Donahue?
Here.
Councilor Emo?
Present.
Councilor Grills? Councilor Hunt?
Here.
Councilor Keller?
Here.
Councilor Love?
Present.
Councilor Lynch? Councilor Murphy?
Present.
Councilor Peckett? Councilor Ridger?
Here.
Councilor Reinwald?
Present.
Councilor Robinson? Councilor Sweet?
Present.
Councilor Wisniewski Moore?
Here.
Thank you, Mr. Morrow. At this time, I'll ask, is there any disclosure of pecuniary interest or the general nature thereof? Seeing none, we'll move on. Can I get an adoption of the minutes of November 28th? We're going to do these separately. Councilor Love, Councilor Wisniewski Moore. Any errors or omissions? Seeing none, all those in favor? And can I get a mover for the minutes from December 18th, the inaugural? Councilor Sweet, Councilor Reinwald. Any errors or omissions? All those in favor? Thank you. Just before I begin my address here, we will not be doing the council photo today. I know that all the gentlemen did their hair in anticipation, but we do have 2 members not present today due to family emergencies, and so we're going to put it off until we're all 17 of us are here. And I'm sure Rose will let us know that. Rose, I added to my warden's address too, just so you know. Okay. As we gather in chambers this morning, I would like to acknowledge on behalf of council and our community that we are meeting today on traditional territory of the First Nations. We would like to thank the Algonquin people and express our respect and support for their rich history. We are extremely grateful for their many and continued displays of friendship. Members of County Council, during the month of January, I attended 17 meetings on county business. On January 10th and 11th, I attended the inaugural meeting of the Eastern Ontario Wardens Caucus held in Kingston. Mayor Andy Letham of the City of Kawartha Lakes was elected as the 2019 chair, and I am proud to be the 2019 vice chair. On January 27th to 29th, I attended along with CAO Paul Morrow the 2019 Roma conference held in Toronto. Prior to the conference, a meeting of the EOWC was held to prepare for meetings with the NDP caucus and the multi-ministerial delegation held during the week. We advised the government that we support the efforts to refocus the Ontario Municipal Partnership Fund on what was originally designed for it to do, support rural and northern municipalities, and we indicated that the municipalities like those we represent face very difficult challenges in providing critical public services from limited local tax bases and large infrastructure-related services, and that in rural Ontario, roads are our public transit. At both meetings, the Eastern Ontario Wardens Caucus made a presentation advising that their top priority, once again, was to begin construction on the cellular and mobile broadband to improve the improvement project. And I'll just go off script here for a moment. Anybody that was in the crowd during question period heard Minister McNaughton say that there would be an announcement made very soon with regards to broadband, or the solid broadband gap. And in meeting with the ministers yesterday, he advised that it would be very, very, very soon. So good news, I think, all around. The County of Renfrew also met with parliamentary assistant to the Ministry of Transportation, MPP Kinga Surma, regarding the expansion of Highway 17. I also spoke to her with concerns about the need to develop a community. I also spoke, not to her, I'm sorry, about the need to develop community policing plans, and indicated that this was an unnecessary burden for rural municipalities, and suggested that the government look at this requirement as part of their initiative to reduce red tape. That was actually my question at the mayor pit. I phrased it to Minister Smith, because he had indicated that he was the guy in charge of reducing red tape and regulation, and he put it off to Minister Sylvia Jones, and she and I had a lovely discussion in the hallway, just as a wrap up. Tomorrow, along with myself, along with Councillor Sweet, Craig Kelly, and Paul Morrow, will be going back to Toronto to the same hotel, I should have just left my luggage, to the Economic Developers Council of Ontario, where we are hopeful that we will win an award with Papineau Cameron and Lanark for the Algonquin Trail project. So when you see Bob and Craig and Paul, just, everybody wish them luck or whatever you, break a leg. At this time, I'd also like to welcome, I know he's not new to our paramedic service. In the back is Claude Ben. He's the new paramedic QP president, and he works out of the base in Eganville. So congratulations to Claude. And finally, congratulations to Mayor Kim Love of the Township of Madawaska Valley on being elected as the board member for Roma Zone 6. The Roma Board of Directors brings together municipal leaders from all over Ontario to discuss and advance the priorities of our rural communities in an ever-changing world. Congratulations, Kim. We got her to blush there. It's a very big deal. It's a very big deal. I will remind those assembled here of the following: the County of Renfrew, experience our history, share our future. This concludes my address for this session of County Council. At this time, Mr. Morrow, is there any correspondence?
Thank you, Warden. All correspondence has been forwarded to the appropriate committee.
Thank you. And now we're going to move on to committee reports. And I will turn this over to Vice Chair, Councillor Emo, please.
Good morning, thank you, Warden. And there's no truth to the rumor that I don't wear deodorant, as you can see from both sides of me today.
I'm moving over as well.
Feeling a bit alone on the island. I would also like to note there were some questions before I started the report. The budget was passed at our workshop, the end of our workshop on February 24th. Some people had asked if we're going to have a motion today. As well, the remuneration portion of it will be, the information will be tabulated, as will bylaw number 1, with changes to it. That will be brought to Finance and Admin in February, and that will come to County Council at the end of February, and all increases will be then retroactive to the 1st of January. So we, your Finance and Admin Committee, wish to report and recommend as follows. Number 1 is Council Remuneration. Number 2, the Treasury Report for November 30th. Number 3, Information Technology, the training calendar, and it's posted on the website and it's tabled at the end of this report. It's also been shared with your local municipalities. The Board of Health, a letter dated December 10, 2018 from the Renfrew County District Health Board. Board of Health, under section 72.1 for the year 2019, the estimates are $1.4 million, $52,730, and 12 equal installments. You'll note that the request for 2018 was $1.4 million, $21,259. Tabled is a letter, number 5 is a letter from MPAC, and noting that our charges is $1.5 million, up from $1.542. There's also a memo tabled as well with information about their year-end report. Number 6, Ministry of Finance, regulation changes to vacancy programs. You'll note that the tax working group met in March 2018 and recommended County Council pass a resolution seeking ministerial consent to eliminate the vacant and excess land subclasses, as well as the vacant building rebate program for the 2019 tax year and thereafter. And the accompanying resolution. Number 7, the ONPF letter from the Minister of Finance, just essentially letting us know that they're reviewing it. I think subsequently some of you have received an interim payment, which happened several days before Roma. Number 8 is Scott Lean Black and Walk, the audit planning letter of 2019. And it's approved by our committee in response to the letter sent by them in order to help them identify and respond to risks of fraud. Number 9 is the MEPCO letter. It reflects the information regarding sustainability of the pension plan. Our contribution is $3,400, including HST. And last year it was $3,300, including HST, reflecting 574 employees this year. Number 10, municipal reporting to the province from Minister Clark to leading the reduction of municipal reporting burden. Number 11, corporate communication strategy. Number 12, policy and funding monitoring of provincial announcements. Number 13, provincial policy on cannabis. Number 14, resolutions. Resolution number FACC 190105, moved by chair, seconded by committee. The county council will encourage all members of county council to attend the February 15, 2019 information session and tour of Canadian National Laboratories. I believe there might be some more information coming out. There was some suggestion if there was enough of an uptake that they might schedule some buses and have spots going around the county to join up that bus to get there. Number 15, signing authority, resolution number FACC 190107, moved by chair, seconded by committee. The county council approved that the signing authority for the corporation of the county of Renfrew, Bank of Montreal accounts be updated to remove W. James Huffman and to add Paul Morrow. Further, that 2 of the following 4 names have signing authority: Jennifer Murphy, Jeffrey Foss, Bruce Beakley, or Paul Morrow. Number 16, membership of the Municipal Financial Officers Association of Ontario, resolution number FACC 190109, moved by chair, seconded by committee, that the 2019 membership fee to the Municipal Finance Officers Association of Ontario in the amount of $1,751.50, including HST, be approved. Number 17, the membership of the Association of Municipalities of Ontario, resolution number FACC 190110, moved by chair, seconded by committee, that the 2019 membership fee to the Association of Municipalities of Ontario in the amount of $9,020.96, including HST, be approved. Number 19, Federation of Canadian Municipalities membership dues, resolution number FACC 190113, moved by chair, seconded by committee, that the 2019 membership fee to the Federation of Canadian Municipalities in the amount of $15,585.15, including the HST, be approved. All of which is respectfully submitted by Glenn Doncaster, the chair, committee members Michael Donahue, myself, Kim Love, Jennifer Murphy, Tom Peckett, Deb Robinson, and Robert Sweet.
Thank you. We'll go back to information item number 1. Number 2, the treasurer's report. 3, IT. 4, the Board of Health. 5, MPAC. 6, the vacancy programs. Number 7, the partnership fund. Number 8, our audit planning letter. Everyone's very quiet and tired from Roma, I guess. Number 9, the pension center. Number 10, the reporting to the province. I think we're going to see some good news come out of this, which is going to save not only the county some money, but also our lower tiers. Number 11, the corporate communication strategy. Number 9, the monitoring of provincial announcements. Cannabis, everyone's favorite subject. Number 14, CNL, the visit. Number 15, the signing authority. Number 16, MFOA. 17, AMO. and 18 FCM. The report as a whole. Can I get a mover, please? Thank you. All those in favor? Excellent. And thanks, Rose. And now I'm going to turn it over to Councillor Sweet for the Development and Property Report.
Thank you, Warden. Good morning, members of County Council. We get, your Development and Property Committee wish to report and recommend as follows: a number of information items, which, as usual, is the Planning Division Activity Tracker, which can be found on pages 89 through 95, including year-end activities, etc. Item number 2 is the official plan amendment, number 25. As you know, this was supposed to be dealt with at the 24th of December, and we sent a delegation down to Toronto to talk to the folks down there, and we're successful in getting extended at this time for 90 days. And the letter is on page 96, and they're still working on it. I believe that there's a fair amount of discussion pertaining to this official plan. Charles and Craig are working tirelessly on this to get some sort of resolve to this whole issue. But nonetheless, we do have this 90-day extension going forward. How that will all evolve within that time period, I'm not sure, but they are certainly working on it at this time. Item number 3 is a carpool network to enhance transportation options. You can see the report there. That certainly is a bit of a challenge getting to and from areas when you consider the only transportation system. We've heard this numerous times. 2 lanes of asphalt, and it is a bit of a challenge for many folks getting to and from appointments to work, etc. And so they're looking at this opportunity, which is in place in many areas throughout the world. Item number 4, the Ontario Youth Winter Games, the bid investigation. The recreation directors and Craig and his team have been looking at this as an option to bring into to Renfrew County. The bid submission is for 2022. I think that's good news. Anytime we can encourage individual groups and things of this nature up into the valley, I think it's an excellent opportunity to showcase who we are and what we are. Item number 5 is in the same vein, upcoming economic and development events. You can see an introduction to community economic development, which is going to be held March the 21st. By the Ministry of Agriculture, Food and Rural Affairs at Horton Town Community Centre, and a teeny tiny summit, I like that name, another conference that's coming up into the Calabogie Peaks area, and one other one, and you have some coffee on your desk, is the OSOM conference, of course. And again, just to encourage everyone to take a look at the OSOM conference, which is coming to Renfrew County. I'll say again, for the first time in about 45 years, we're going to be hosting it here in Renfrew County, next door to Best Western, from the 1st of May to the 3rd of May. Letters have been out, emails have been out telling you that it's going to be on, just by way of an update. It may sound a little bit quiet at this point in time as far as the OSOM conference is concerned. It is being run this year, which is a change, by the AMO organization. That's a departure. And AMO was waiting until the Roma conference was over before they opened the door, so to speak, and start the process of registration. I don't know whether it's open at this point in time, but stay tuned, because it'll be certainly coming very shortly. Rooms have been booked next door and across the road at the Best Western and the Holiday Inn as well. So I'd encourage everyone that can make it, please. The OSOM board doesn't seem to think that we can put our conference or attract people to this area. So you've got that, and I would encourage every council to take a long hard look at that one. Item number 6, another information item, is the OBTA are in the clothing business. As you can see, they're selling hats and toques. It's good old toques for $25. Plus HST, and apparently they're going very well, so if anyone wants one, they're available not only online but from the folks next door. Starter Company, the current review panel is in place. And you see some of the individuals that have been selected. Starter, the metrics, the number of individuals that have been creating new businesses, starting business expansion, purchase, jobs created, etc., etc. Item number 8 is the timber harvest tender results. You can see we can expect in 2019 some $100,000+ for the forestry areas that we own. Real property item number 9, LES Energy Management Trading, is scheduled to be put in place here. Cost is $400 if we can get a number of individuals there. Item number 10 is a resolution on the Ottawa River watershed, resolution number DPCC 190106. Moved by chair, seconded by committee, that County Council approve the warden to send a letter to the Ottawa River watershed network advising that the County of Renfrew considers the Ottawa River as a source for development opportunities and has continued to ensure proper development protocols are in place. And further, that a copy of this letter be sent to the Algonquins of Pikwakanagan, the Algonquins of Ontario, and the Minister of Natural Resources and Forestry. You see a little bit of background. The memorandum of understanding with the Algonquins of Pikwakanagan, you can see resolution number DPCC 190108, moved by the chair, seconded by committee, that County Council adopt the terms of reference attached as Appendix 1 between the County of Renfrew and the Algonquins of Pikwakanagan. You can see the background. I'll just read the first paragraph of there for you. The County of Renfrew entered into a memorandum of understanding with the Algonquins of First Nations on shared economic development opportunities and projects of mutual interest. I just wanted to go to the terms of reference for you, which is on page 103, and in particular 104. There was an omission there, folks. The following business sectors, government organizations, and community interests directly affected by the economy of the region. What has been omitted, and that was an oversight, is agriculture. It has not been put in there. However, just to make everyone aware of the fact that that will be included and come forward in February through the Algonquins and of course through our group here. So that is unfortunately something that wasn't meant to take place, but it's an omission. Okay.
Break code here and let Paul Morrow speak to this as well.
Thank you, Warden. Through you to Councillor Sweet on the development and property report. We apologize for that omission. We think it may have been in there earlier and somehow it disappeared. We understand, and I know Council is extremely supportive of the agricultural sector, and that's an oversight that occurred, and it's very unfortunate because, again, we realize how important that component of our local economy is. So we do have a meeting up and coming, Chair Sweet, with the Algonquins, and we will be making sure that we make that change with the Algonquins to the terms of reference, and then we bring it back to County Council for them to approve the revised terms of reference. Thank you, Warden.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, item number 12 is the OPTA budget. You see resolution number DPCC 190113, moved by the chair, seconded by committee. The County Council approved the Ottawa Valley Tourist Association detailed budget, which can be found on page 109. Okay. Bylaws, memorandum of understanding between Enterprise Renfrew County and Ryerson University. Resolution number DPCC 190114, moved by chair, seconded by committee, that County Council adopt a bylaw to enter into a memorandum of understanding, an MOU, with Ryerson University to establish a partnership to deliver the Entrepreneur Opportunity Network Community Partner and virtual incubation program, and further the warden and CEO be authorized to execute the memorandum of on behalf of the County of Renfrew. And you see the background, the first paragraph there is what it in essence entails. So there for you to read. Ottawa, Ontario Infrastructure Land Corporation, the Ontario Disability Support Program, lease renewal, 450 O'Brien Road. Resolution number DPCC 190115, moved by chair, seconded by committee. The County Council adopt a bylaw to amend bylaw 810 to extend the lease agreement with the Ontario Realty Corporation at 450 O'Brien Road, Renfrew, Ontario, to enter into lease with the Minister of Government and Consumer Services as represented by Ontario Infrastructure and Lands Corporation. And you see the background here. Tariffs of fees, item number 15, resolution number DPCC 1901-16, moved by chair, seconded by committee, that county council adopt a new tariff of fees bylaw for applications made in respect of planning matters, and further that bylaw number 518 is hereby repealed. This is an ongoing initiative that we do to make sure that we're bringing the costs of some of these applications into line on an ongoing basis. Interest, I suppose, is the second last paragraph. The main fee proposed is to increase the consent fee, which is proposed to be increased by $100 to $1,100 for the consent application. Approximately, I asked this morning, approximately 120 to 130 applications were made, so it is a revenue stream for the county of Renfrew, but it brings it into line with all of the other municipalities and throughout the province of Ontario, or bringing it closer where it's halfway in. All of which is respectfully submitted by myself as chair, committee members Rose, Eamon, Keller, Rigger, Reinhold, and Murphy.
Thank you. All right, we'll go back to information item number 1, the activity tracker. Number 2, the OPA. I will say that Mr. Morrow and I had some fulsome discussions when we were at Roma this week, and I think that we will probably have some news for county council. Do you think, Mr. Morrow, in the next couple of weeks? Yeah. So I think we have a good strategy ahead of us. We're just waiting for how we're going to roll this out. Number 3, the carpool network. Number 4, the Winter Games. That'd be amazing. Number 5, the Teeny Tiny Summit, the OSUM, all these wonderful things coming to Renfrew County. I will say that I announced OSUM at the Warden's Caucus meeting very quickly as we were leaving. We were pretty tight for time, but it was also announced in Minister Clark's speech, so people know that it's in Renfrew County, which is really nice. Number 6, the merch. Oh, sorry, Councilor Emo.
Very quickly, the Teen Tiny Summit, Peter Kenyon, who spoke yesterday in the closing part, he will be at Roma, he will be at Calgary. Very entertaining, engaging, and I think if you go, you'll take a look at a slide that talks about boneless chicken, and it's quite a funny slide. Someone was advertising boneless chicken, and it was actually eggs. So it's a really good presentation, lots of good information, 6 pieces of leadership that I think you really need to take a look at.
Sorry, Rose is making me laugh. I went right to the Gary Larson cartoon of the boneless chicken ranch, where all the chickens are just, anyway. Look it up, it's pretty funny. Number 6, the merch. I hope everybody saw the tweet of Minister Todd Smith wearing his G'day hat. Thank you to Craig Kelly for bringing those for me. We gave one to to Minister Smith, we gave one to Steve Clark, and we had a third one, and I promised Jim McDonnell, MPP McDonnell, that I would get it to him. He was a bit jealous. Oh, she did? Okay, good. Good, I'll expect to see them all wearing them in the legislature. That was my rule. Make Yak jealous. Number 7, Starter Company Plus. Number 8, our harvest tender results. Moving into resolutions, the watershed. Number 10, the MOU. And thank you for the clarification. I cannot believe, I was sure that agriculture was in there at one point. Yes, Councilor Donahue.
I'm wondering too, because actually the memorandum is number 11. Can you jump over? So my comments were specific to the.
Oh, I'm sorry, I just called it number 10.
Okay.
Sorry, lack of sleep.
All right, I appreciate that.
Sorry, number 11, the MOU. Councillor Duffy.
Thank you, Madam Board, and I must express my disappointment because I came this morning fully looking forward to getting into high dudgeon over the omission of agriculture, so it was with great disappointment. But thank you to find that it was an omission, and I recognize that it is a very extensive list, but certainly very thankful that it will take its appropriate place within that list. Of course, agriculture is an enormous component of our economy here in Renfrew County, and it's probably within the last 2 months there was a resolution vis-a-vis the single most contribution towards the renewal of NAFTA ultimately was made by not just dairy farmers. Typically that's what people think when they think supply management. Of course, also boneless chicken farmers and in fact chicken farmers. So there's an enormous contribution towards our continuing and ongoing massive trading relationship with the United States. So thank you very much for acknowledging the omission. I really appreciate that.
You came to rumble, then you got preempted. Thank you for that. We will remedy that in February, absolutely. Number 12, the OVTA budget. Into bylaws, the MOU with Enterprise Renfrew County and Ryerson. I think this is an excellent, excellent, excellent step forward. Number 14, the support program lease renewal. And number 15, the tariff of fees bylaw. Councillor Lynch.
Thank you, Madam Board. Could someone tell me what the consent fee includes that jumped up by $1,000?
Absolutely. I'm going to ask Mr. Kelly, do you like?
No.
Or Mr. Morrow?
Sure. So our consent fee actually covers a couple of items. First of all, part of our application process includes a free application consultation process. So the applicant comes in the door, and what they do is they talk to one of our junior planners or one of our senior planner or our manager of planning, and they go through the process of receiving the application, but also having a conversation about what is required in the application, and then doing a pre-screening of that application so they know what they're getting themselves into first. So that's the first component of it. Until they submit the application, that's when we take the money. And then further, that application process contains, or the amount contains things like, should there be a land division committee hearing, it contains that component. It contains our staff time to do an additional screening, so a review of all the issues that may be associated with that. So we would use our GIS software and have our GIS folks engaged in terms of screening that application and looking at things like the proximity to wetlands, the distance setbacks from water courses, neighbors' boundaries, a review of the local zoning bylaws and the applicable official plan policies, so analysis of that. It will also include a consultation with the local municipality as well, and a conversation about what that would require. It also includes notification, so a cost to notify, put on the internet, and put in the local papers. So really not a lot of extra money associated with that application process, a lot of staff time, and a lot of external fees associated with it. So also a consultation with the Ministry of Municipal Affairs through their window process as well. So significant amount of time and effort goes into the severance application process. Ultimately, at the end of the day, we're typically quite successful with our application process because we only see 1 or 2 land division committee hearings a year. Mostly those committee meeting hearings are associated with the disputes between the landowners. So, we encourage our staff when they're looking at the application process to be as flexible as possible and to support the landowners in achieving what they would like to achieve with their properties.
Thank you. Craig, did you?
No, that's what I was going to say.
You just go ditto. Councillor Lynch, anything further on that? You're welcome. All right, anything further on the fees? The report as a whole? Can I get a mover, please?
So moved.
Thank you. All those in favor? Excellent. And now, We're going to go on to the Operations Committee report, and I'm going to turn this over to Vice Chair Sheldon Keller.
Okay, members of County Council, we, your Operations Committee, wish to report and recommend as follows. Information item 1. Tabled is an article from the Eagle Leader dated November the 7th, 2018, in which a local resident by the name of Dennis Higginson recently performed a roadside cleanup through the county's Adopt Road program on County Road 13, Mountain Road. After recommendation from committee, the warden was agreed to send a letter of thanks to the resident. Item 2, winter operations. Winter season has been a mix of challenging weather conditions consisting of rain, freezing rain, and more recently significant snowfall. Table 1 provides a summary of the winter events. In May of 2018, Ontario Regulation 23902 was amended to allow municipalities to declare a significant weather event for snow accumulation or icing conditions with applicable Environment Canada advisories. As a result of the severe weather conditions during the 2018-19 winter season, the County of Renfrew has declared events on 3 different occasions as outlined in Table 2. Item 3, tandem truck and plow unit. Item 4, quotations and tenders. As in past years, a letter will be circulated in January to local municipal staff advising them of the planned tenders and providing them an opportunity to participate. Responses will be required from the municipalities by February the 8th, 2019. All of which is respectively submitted by Chair Tom Heckett, committee members Bennett, Hunt, myself, Lynch, Murphy, and Regier. And so ends my report.
Thank you. Well done. That was Sheldon's first time. So we move back to information item number 1. Number 2 are winter operations. Looks like the Valley got hit harder than Toronto did while we were away. You could toboggan on some of these snow drifts. Number 3, the tandem truck and plow. And number 4, the quotes and tenders. The report as a whole. Can I get a mover, please?
So moved.
All those in favor? Excellent. Well, we're just screaming along here. And now I'm going to turn it over to Chair Robinson for the Social Service Committee report.
Thank you very much, Warren. Members of County Council, we, your Social Services Committee, wish to report and recommend as follows. Under information, item number 1 is the Renfrew County Social Housing Registry latest statistics comparison between 2017 and 2018. You can see we're not gaining any ground. Under child care statistics, child care fee subsidies, this is comparison under item number 2. Number 3, the Ontario Works caseload statistics. Number 4, 100-day plan for social assistance reform. Hearing a lot of really good, interesting statements, not a lot of meat to go along with those statements. I attended one of the workshops at NOMA, which was discussing social assistance. And they're talking about things like the service managers being able to create their own models for service in their areas, and the one size doesn't fit all. And discretionary funds that we can use, it all in theory sounds excellent. We'll have to see how it rolls out and what's done. If you don't think it's going to work for Renfrew County, we have to speak up. Under resolutions, the grind camera. Resolution number SSCC-19-01-01, moved by Chair and seconded by committee. The County Council approves that the board send a letter of response to the Brian Pembroke's request for financial support, and further that the letter indicates that the County of Renfrew is not in a position to provide funding at this time. There's so many excellent community efforts out there throughout the entire County of Renfrew, including Brian. We just do not have the money as a county to fund all of these community efforts, and unfortunately, it is a struggle, and certainly a struggle for the Brian of Pembroke. We've heard from Jerry Novak and his group a number of times, and we feel for them, but we don't have money to be doing that, unfortunately. Under bylaws, number 6, amendment to bylaw number 122-17, early years child and family center agreement. Resolution number SSCC-19-01-03, moved by Chair and seconded by committee, The bylaw number 122-17, authorizing the County of Renfrew to enter into an agreement with early years child and family centers, be amended to refer Deep River Bend and enter into a new agreement with Family and Children Services of Renfrew County, serving the communities of Deep River and Laurentian Hills. The background is there. We're very, very pleased to announce that there will be an early on center in the Deep River Laurentian Hills area, and anxious to get that started. All of which is respectfully submitted, signed by myself as chair and committee members Rose, Doncaster, Grills, Hunt, Murphy, Reinwald, and Wisniewski Moore.
Thank you. We'll go back to information item number 1. Number 2, the child care stats. Number 3, the OW statistics. Number 4, the 100-day plan. Under resolutions, the grind. And thank you for your comments, Councillor Robinson. I couldn't agree with you more. And bylaws, the early child years facility. The report is all. Oh, Councillor Reinhold, please.
Thank you, Ward. I just wanted to thank the staff for the real hard work and dedication that they've put into get this back on track. It's been dearly missed up in our area, and there's a lot of people who have been asking about it. And so this is going to be a real perk for our communities up there. So thank you very, very much for your hard work and dedication on this.
Thank you for those very kind comments. The report as a whole. Can I get a mover, please?
So moved.
Excellent. All those in favor? Thank you. And now I'll turn this over for the Health Committee to Chair Wisniewski Moore, please.
Madam Chair.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. It was habit. Councillor Love, I apologize.
Thank you, Madam Warden. Members of County Council, we, your Health Committee, wish to report and recommend as follows. Under information, item number 1 is the resident population. Number 2 is the Champlain Local Health Integration Network waitlist information. Number 3 is the secondment update. Our active commander, Amber Hutling, is participating in a 1-year secondment to the Canadian Foundation of Healthcare Improvement to support the implementation of paramedics providing palliative care program. Number 4 is the paramedic-supported community events, including the 8th annual Food and Toy Drive in Renfrew and the 911 Superhero Awards. Number 5, the paramedic transfer of care. The current offload nurse program for hospitals in Ottawa has not achieved satisfactory results. Through the combined efforts of paramedic services across the Champlain LHIN, the Ottawa Paramedic Service has entered into an agreement with the Ottawa Hospital to implement a system for immediate offloads. This fundamental shift in system procedure is designed to assist all municipal paramedic services in the region. Number 6 is the public access defibrillator program update. The Knights of Columbus and Pembroke have donated $1,700 to purchase a defibrillator for the Champlain Hero Museum, and the Royal Canadian Legion is providing a grant of $4,769 to support this program. Number 7 is improving healthcare and ending hallway medicine. Number 8, Bill 66, restoring Ontario's competitiveness. Well, I got the words this morning, don't I? Competitiveness Act 2018. The province's omnibus red tape legislation contains 3 regulatory changes of particular interest to long-term care. Changing the mandatory requirement for public meetings for bed license changes, allowing homes that have been forced to evacuate to apply for emergency bed licenses lasting up to a year, and reducing the reporting requirements for admission refusals. Number 9 is the administrative monetary penalties and reinspection fees. The administrative monetary penalties and reinspection fees for long-term care homes, due to be implemented on January 1st, have been delayed because of feedback from stakeholders. I'm starting to lose my voice. Number 10, Marion Hill Long-Term Care Home redevelopment. They're getting 29 new beds and a multi-million-dollar project to do that. Number 11, Behavioral Supports Ontario and long-term care homes. Under this initiative, long-term care homes will receive increased base funding to support enhancements to Behavioral Supports Ontario's staffing resources. Bonashire Manor has been approved for $8,610 and Miramichi Lodge for $6,116 for the 2018-19 fiscal year. Number 12 is recruitment. Number 13 is the 2018-19 Influenza campaign. Number 14, expressions of gratitude. It's always nice to see these. Number 15, long-term care fundraising. And events and activities at both homes are listed. Number 16, the annual vulnerable occupancy fire drill. Number 17, community sector supplemental forecast. The Champlain Lynn asked Bonashire Manor to submit a statement regarding their senior adult day program's financial position to help identify funds to be reallocated within the community. Number 18 is the multi-sector service accountability agreement for the senior adult day program. Under resolutions, number 19, automatic defibrillator signage, resolution number HCC-19-0103. Moved by chair, seconded by committee, that county council approve a pilot program for the installation of directional road signage to assist with locating public access defibrillators that have been placed throughout the county of Renfrew. And this is a pilot project that will be being tried out in the Killucagny, Richards, and through Barry's Bay area. And then we'll get a report back on how well that works. Number 20, community accountability planning submissions, the Lynn managed funding, resolution number HCC 19-0106. Moved by chair, seconded by committee, that county council approve the submission of the community accountability planning submission for 2019-20 to the Champlain Local Health Integration Network for the continuation of 100% funding from the Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care for the Senior Adult Day Program services by the submission due date of January 31st, 2019. Number 21, short stay respite care bed 2018 applications, resolution number HCC 19-0107. Moved by chair, seconded by committee, that county council approve the continued operation of short stay respite beds in the homes, 2 short stay beds at Bonashire Manor and 2 short stay beds at Miramichi Lodge. And number 22, long-term care home service accountability planning submissions. Resolution number HCC 19-0108. Moved by chair, seconded by committee. The county council approve the submission of the long-term care home accountability planning submissions for 2019-22 for each Bonashire Manor and Miramichi Lodge to the Champlain Local Health Integration Network for compliance with the long-term care service accountability agreements for each home by the due date of January 31st, 2019. All of which is respectfully submitted by myself as chair and committee members Bennett, Donahue, Grills, Lynch, Murphy, and Wisniewski Moore. Thank you.
Thank you. Just so everyone knows, those of us that went to Roma, we're not being wimps. Some of us got home last night just in time to come here this morning. So that's why we're losing our voices and dogging it a bit. I'll go back to information. Item number 1, resident population. Number 2, the Lynn. Number 3, the secondment. Number 4, paramedic supported community events. Number 5, the transfer of care. Number 6, the DFib program. Number 7, ending hallway medicine. Another thing that the government heard a lot about this week. Councillor Donahue, were you on DFib or the hallway?
7.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Madam Warden. This is probably more for health committees, opposed to council, but I think it's fantastic. There's a local representative, that is Mr. Eric Hanna, sitting in the long-term care. I'm sure that there's going to be an ample opportunity. I also know that the CEO of Advantage, formerly known, maybe some of is still familiar, some of this ONUS, that is the umbrella group of long-term care associations. But it might be an opportunity, I think, for Mr. Hanna, in his capacity of sitting on this, to perhaps be invited to a future health committee meeting to give us a breakdown and perhaps provide an opportunity for us to open a conversation with regards to our issues here. So I'm just putting that forward.
That is an excellent idea. Let's make sure that we make that happen. Thank you for that. Anything further? All right, number 8, Bill 66. Number 9, the penalties and reinspection fees. 10, the Marion Hill. That was a very exciting announcement to be at. Number 11, the BSO. 12, recruitment. Congratulations to our new employees. Number 18, the flu campaign. Number 15, long-term care fundraising. Janice is now going to be a pro bowler. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, Janice. Now you're going professional.
Oh, I'm
yeah.
leaving you guys behind.
Yeah. Number 16, the fire drill. Number 17, the community sector supplemental forecast. Number 18, the accountability agreement. Number 19, defibrillator signage. Very exciting pilot project. Number 20, the accountability plan submission. Number 21, short stay respite care beds. And finally, number 22, long-term home service accountability planning submissions. The report as a whole. Can I get a mover, please?
So moved.
Thank you. All those in favor? Wonderful. Who's got bylaws?
I do.
Please, Councillor Wisniewski Moore. My apologies again, by the way.
No problem. Moved by myself, seconded by Jed Reinhold, that the bylaws listed on item 11 and attached here to as Schedule A on the County Council agenda dated January 30th, 2019, be deemed read 3 times and passed.
Thank you. You've heard the resolution. All those in favor? Opposed, if any? Excellent, carried. Do we have any notices of motions? No, we do not. Okay. We have no members' written motions. I am going to, we're going to go into new business here. You're going last. I have deemed that. Because yours is the big, yeah. So at this time, I do have a Councillor Emo.
Yeah, very quickly, it was mentioned briefly about the meeting with the parliamentary assistant. The meeting came about very quickly, and thank you, Craig Kelly and Paul Morrow, for putting together a package. Our goal was, because it was a 15-minute meeting, was just to introduce the topic of Highway 17 to the parliamentary assistant, give you a brief overview of the importance in terms of the economic impact of our various sectors, also to describe physically what the project was, and to issue an invitation to her and to the minister to journey to Renfrew County. The idea that we would then set up a round table style information session, bringing in our various sectors to speak about the importance of this, just to give them a more fulsome understanding of the project. So it was what we intended it to be, which was a very quick opening statement to this government, knowing that we have the full support and the endorsement of our own provincial member, and that he is working on our behalf of this, but wanting to support his efforts.
Thank you so much for that. And yes, Craig, thanks, and Paul, thank you for putting that together so quickly. It was a bit of a communication error. It was supposed to be a delegation for Bonashir Valley for Highway 41, but it turned into a delegation for the County of Renfrew for Highway 17, so that worked out very well. And of course, we get into the room and Craig's got maps, and the first thing the MPP says is, "I love maps." So those always work out very well as a visual. And then apparently she got a toque as well, so she has to come and visit us now, right? All right, is there any other new business? All right, I do have a resolution in front of me, moved by Councillor Love, seconded by Councillor Lynch, that Councillor Debbie Robinson be appointed Deputy Warden for 2019, ending on December 10th, 2019 at the inaugural meeting of Council. Any questions, concerns, comments? All those in favor? Opposed, if any? Thought maybe Doug would oppose it. Yes, and Councillor Robinson, if you'd like to speak.
Thank you very much, Warden. First, I'm honored to be named Deputy Warden for the County of Renfrew. The Warden has indicated to me that she does not plan to seek a fourth term as Warden. She has represented us professionally and with dedication. I want to publicly thank her for the commitment in the last 3 years to the County of Renfrew. Her legacy and the legacy of previous wardens, in particular Mayor Sweet, Mayor Wisniewski, and Mayor Reed Emo, must not only be honored but upheld. After much discussion with my husband Dale and my son Lucas, I decided to let my name stand for the position of warden in the coming year. I recognize that my announcement is not in line with tradition, and I ask my council colleagues for their understanding. I'm a driven person, and I do not take commitment lightly. The position of warden is a one-term position that does not provide a lot of time for someone in that position to have significant impact. So if I'm successful in my quest, I want to be able to hit the ground running. I will educate myself on the issues facing us regionally, provincially, through Roma, through the Eastern Ontario Wardens Caucus, through AMO, and through memorandum of understanding with the province. Here in Renfrew County, we have a committee structure where many issues are discussed and the ones that require decision-making about the county council. But often the in-depth critical thinking happens at the committee level. I plan to attend all committee meetings as an observer so I can hear and understand the issues each committee is grappling with. I cannot do that and not disclose why I'm showing up at committees. It is important to me to be upfront and honest with every one of you. I want to be the next warden of Renfrew County, and I'm prepared in the coming months to ensure that I'm qualified. In December, you can decide if I've met my role. Thank you.
Thank you for that. All right, Councillor Love, it's your turn now.
Thank you, Madam Warden. I want to thank County Council for the amazing campaign and moral support I received at the Roma conference. Our members attending Roma worked steadily as a team, handing out campaign materials, endorsing me in their conversations, and introducing me to delegates from other parts of Zone 6. Most important, the Renfrew County team got out the vote. You made certain all that hard work paid off. It is truly an honor and a privilege to work for you as your Roma Zone 6 representative. Thank you all. And now I'm going to cry.
Sure, I cried when you won, now you're crying.
It's finally struck home.
I know, right? Yeah, you were, I'm not sure you were even around. Yeah. All right, thank you for that, and congratulations again. Anything further? All right. We have no closed meeting. Who has the confirmatory bylaw? Councillor Keller.
I move the bylaw number 1019. Sorry.
So I move the bylaw number 1019 to confirm the proceedings of Council of the County of Renfrew at meeting held on January 30th, 2019, be now numbered, deemed, read 3 times, and passed.
Thank you for the resolution. All those in favor? Excellent. And who'd like to adjourn? Councillor Wisniewski or Councillor Rose? All those in favor? Wow, do we even get